going on? What's going on, Coach Tyreek? I hope all is well. Happy Wednesday to you. Yeah, it is. It's Wednesday night, but see what happens for the night. Always talking about tumbling. It could be about something else. Non-tumbling stuff. But yeah, just on here to talk for the next 10 minutes. So whoever hops on. Whoever doesn't, hey, I'll still be on here. Any questions, just drop it down below. Once again, if you have any questions about how I do my drills, how I do my motivational stuff, how I pretty much do structure my classes, things like those, I will just drop a question down below. If there are no questions, I will just talk on here for the next 10 minutes just about pretty much what I do and how I do things. So once again, any questions, just feel free to drop it down below. I guess we can talk about, today's topic will be about belief. So I can talk a little bit about myself as a tumbler, and then also veering on to being a tumbling coach. So I would say belief is one of those things that you need. I wouldn't just say for tumbling, but just everything that you want to pursue in life. And I started tumbling at the age of, I would say, 23, 24. So I started very, very late. There were many things that I didn't have. Couple things I didn't have, I would say, is flexibility. I lacked flexibility by a lot. I came in just strictly muscle, and I didn't have nothing. I didn't have no mobility in my shoulders. That was really low. I could barely touch my back. I could barely touch the back of my neck. Like, my shoulders were so huge at the time that there was minimal things I can do on the floor. And I did acrobats, so we tumbled on dead mat. So the first guy I started off with as a tumbler was a back handspring. And I started on, once again, if you have any questions, drop it down below. I'm just here talking about belief. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop it down below. If not, I'm just going to talk for the next 7 minutes. But yeah, I started off with a back handspring, lacking many things. So I started on the trampoline. So I went from trampoline to the tumble track and then straight to dead mat. So for those who are working on their tumbling skills, you know the feeling of going from trampoline to another bouncy surface, and then you're going to something that has no bounce to it. And when I say that I landed on my head so many times, yeah, my belief was very low. It was super low because I failed so many times. But with the failures were lessons. And with those lessons, it made me fix certain things about what I had to do. Now, I didn't fix everything, but I did fix certain things about what I failed with the back handspring. But once again, if you have any questions, if you're hopping on for the first time, feel free to ask any questions about tumbling. If not, I'm just going to talk about the word belief, what it means to me as a coach, and also what it meant to me as a tumbler. So once again, just drop any questions down below. But yeah, I start off with the back handspring, and yeah, so as I was failing so many times, it made me realize that, well, one, if I keep telling myself that I can't do something, if I can't do this back handspring, then it's never going to happen the way it should happen. So with all my failures, I started to realize, okay, let me fix my bent arms. Let me jump more. Let me be more aggressive. And once I started to fix those things, I then started to say, okay, I now believe that I can do this back handspring on dead mat. And when I started saying that word believe, with more practice and, drilling it up, the back handspring then became a little bit more easier to do. And, when you start to say that you can, when you speak into existence, it'll start to happen. And from there, that back handspring turned into a double handspring. That double handspring turned into a round handspring. And then I went to the back handspring tuck, then a round handspring tuck, like things like those. So when I started to believe more in myself as a tumbler, things started happening the way it was supposed to happen. Once again, if you're just hopping on for today, okay, cool. How do you fix your back handspring? Okay, so Rose Rodriguez, what exactly needs to be fixed about your back handspring? Is it the jump? Is it going into the handstand part? Is it the rebound? What exactly do you have to fix? Is it our glutes? Elaborate more on what needs to be fixed for your standing back handspring. Once again, this is Q&As. If you have any questions, drop it down below, and I'm always here to answer for the next 3 minutes. My legs are bent. Okay. So what I do with my athletes, Rose Rodriguez, is we start with things that will help us engage not just our legs, but our glutes. So we're working on things like a crab, like holding a crab for about 8 to 10 seconds, or holding a straight leg crab, doing calf raises, Rose Rodriguez, doing handstands. Like, how long can you hold a handstand for, Rose Rodriguez? And if you can hold a handstand for 1 minute, Rose Rodriguez, I would then add another minute to that, because if you can work on defining your handstand more, Rose Rodriguez, also with holding the crab, straight leg crab, the calf raises, eventually you will see the bent legs go away for your back handspring. I don't know. So Rose Rodriguez, if you're at home right now, I would literally use your phone and time yourself. How long can you hold the handstand for? And if it's not for a minute, then my goal would be to hold a handstand for a minute every day, working on the bent legs and engaging my glutes. If you can hold a handstand for a minute every day, Rose Rodriguez, add like 30 seconds to that. Then make that 30 to a minute. So now you're holding a handstand for 2 sets for a minute, and then keep adding more and more and more. Like I said, eventually with holding the crab, straight leg crab, calf raises. The calf raises are pretty much, you're working on activating your calf muscles more. The crab is for activating your glutes more for the back handspring. And then when you get to the handstand part, it's that overall thing that you need, which is pushing through your shoulders, keeping your legs together, pointing your toes. Things like those will help with your back handspring. How can I make my standing handspring more powerful for double handsprings or back walkover handsprings? Kiwi squat, what I would work on is defining my standing back handspring more. If I'm you, Kiwi squad, I'm knocking out at least 50 back handsprings in a day. That's 1. 2, I'm making sure that I can do things like I'm back. My bad. I'm making sure I'm doing things like box jumps, making sure we can jump more in the back handspring. Looking at my weak points in my back hand. So we were just talking with Rose Rodriguez. What is your weak point in your back handspring, Kiwi squad? It can be the bent legs. It can be the butt sticking out. It can be the bent arms. So if you can work on those things more, Kiwi squat, that will help with your double back handspring and also with your back walk over back handspring. So take a video of your back handspring, Kiwi squat, and I would look at what is my weak point, but also knock out 50 back handsprings in a day. Rose Rodriguez, you are welcome. Yep. Kiwi Squad, yep, you are welcome. Any other questions, drop it down below. I am always here to help. I'll be doing these lives probably about every day, just talking about tumbling, answering questions. But yeah, as I was going from a tumbler to then a tumbling coach, it was pretty much that same mindset. Like, can I spot this standing back handspring? Can I spot this stand tuck? Can I spot this standing full? Can I spot this double full? Like, things like those. Can I spot this Arabian? I always had that doubt as to, man, like, what if I drop this athlete? So it just goes to, I would say, slowing things down as a athlete, if you're an athlete, or as a coach, watching this as a coach, slowing things down in your mind. And also reps. Reps are a big thing. And so if you know the drills, and if you could also do the reps for that skill, I would say they'll put you in a really good spot. And with that, doing those things, that will give you more belief in what you stand for. Since there are no more questions, and yeah, since there's no more questions, I will see you guys tomorrow night at I will see you guys tomorrow at I'm gonna say 3 o'clock, 3:30. I'll do live on time on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. See you guys next time, and bye bye.